Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our meeting. Thank you for coming to spend time our meeting. Okay, this meeting we need to discuss about the video 4. Video 4 we need to elaborate just one point, the best point to solving our issue. Our issue is the mental health. Okay, previous video we discussed 5 points, right? First,
Yes.
friends. Second, family and social support. Third is about the physical exercise. Four is about the always positive thinkings, and five is about therapy and the medical. Okay. In the 5 point, we just use 1 point the best way. We done to discuss the 1 point. The best point is we choose is family and the social support. Okay, this point we need to elaborate more about that. Okay, first let's start our meeting. Okay, for me, the point about the family and the social support is the best way because it's the lower cost. Lower cost, what I mean the lower cost is we just need to spend your times for the family to do the sharing or do activity to solve our problem. And from the sharing and for the activity, you can reduce your stress. Okay, from one journal I'm read about the mental health for the family is family can reduce your stress when you spend your times and you're sharing anything about your problem with your family. He can give you the tips and help to you. Family is the main rule you can use to solve your problem. Okay, that's all for me. Anyone to share anything about this?
I agree with what Afif said, and for me, I'll focus on what family will do. Family will do in to support mental health of one of their family members, which is in helping with medication, appointment, and treatment. So, family and friends is the closest one to us and will be the first one to know whether we suffer from a mental health problem or not. So I think family can help find out what treatment is the best, offer to make appointment, accompany them, let professional know what's going on. If the person who is ill not be well enough to describe on what they been through on their own. Show them the support and ask them if there's anything that family could do to help. If you spend a lot of time with them, you can help them also to remind their medication, counseling, homework, therapy treatment. And if you notice there's problem or your loved one having trouble with the doctor, um, help them to find a new one, support them by their lifestyle from house, might clean the house, food, serve food, yeah, that is healthy, help them in exercise and monitor their sleeping properly. So family and friends could help in this, but not to overdo and pressure them too much. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Aida. Next.
I agree with Aida because what Aida said, because family is the one who is familiar with us lah. Okay, so they can or they may notice changes in our behavior and also our emotion and general health. So from what Aida said, therapy, I totally agree with that because therapy can help mainstream relationship that may be related to a person mental health disorder. So with stronger relationship and family support in mental health recovery, the special person who had the mental health problem is set up for success. So they can focus more on their mental health problem and less on other problems so that their mental health will be better. And family being involved in one's mental health treatment is important for their wellness and outcome. So it is also improve the mental health of that family member also as a unit. So one study already done the investigation on the treatment program with and without family psychoeducation. So this program, which a program of education, which are the family members learning coping skill and also improving communication and relationship. So the study found out that the involvement of family was beneficial for mental health patients. So resulting in a 75% decrease in rehospitalization for mental health patients. And it also found that the family benefited, means that that family also get benefit from it. So there was 50% of reduction in the numbers of doctor visit in the family members within 1 year of the treatment and psychoeducation. So what can family members do is they can participate in education programs such as what I just said, therapy. So this treatment can offer special clip for the family. They will give a chance to the family members to learn about the patients, about their family members who have the mental illness, and how to cope for their own good health also, and how to actively support their family members that has the mental health during and after treatment. So the importance of family members is encouragement. So getting the approval from family members is important to many people, whether or not they admit that you had the mental illness. So when a person had the mental illness, like leaving the program or after the program, they can often feel vulnerable. So family support in mental health recovery can offer reassurance and provide this encouragement needed to help calm the person on track. So what can the family members do? Like if we have someone who had a mental illness, what can we do is we can acknowledge and validate their pain. Not We are not supposed to pass judgment, or we are not supposed to give opinion. We can ask open question, like sit quietly with that person. We can do activity together, like to help them access, also to help them access professional support, just like what I just said. That's it from me.
Okay, I totally agree with what Sophia had said because family support is important in recovery our mental health. Family sometimes can be complicated because some people speak with their family members every day, while other families might be more distant, only spending time with each other over the holidays. When someone is struggling with a mental health problem, their relationship with family members may be damaged or strained, but family support could make all of the difference in their recovery journey. Family relationship can substantially affect mental health, behavior, and even physical health. Numerous studies have shown that social relationships, particularly family relationship, can have both long and short-term effects on one's mental health. Depending on the nature of these relationships, mental health can be enhanced or impacted negatively. When family relationships are stable and supportive, a person suffering from mental health issues or disorders may be responsive to treatment. Companionship, emotional support can have a positive impact on someone coping with a mental health problem. Good family relationship are where members can spend time together on activities that everyone can enjoy, and also can strengthen the family bonds, can make us feel safe and loved, and also can provide an increased sense of belonging and self-esteem. It is important to have family support to recovery our mental health because a good mental health and family support can go hand in hand. One research study even found that the majority of their patients with serious mental illness reported that their families were their primary source of strength. When problems with your family arise or your relationship with your loved ones are rocky, it could make your mental health problem worse. In contrast, when our family support us, our mental health could show vast improvement. So that we know that family support for those who struggling with mental health problem is important in many reasons. That's all from me.
I agree with all of your point about family support. So I will elaborate about social support. I believe that social support is an important for someone who needs someone to talk beside their family. Okay, there are a lot of organization for mental health awareness in Malaysia. So I will just name a few of that. The first one is MMHA, which is Malaysia Mental Health Association. MMHA is a non-profit voluntary organization managed by an elected committee of interested person and professional in the community. Next is a Mentari Malaysia. So Mentari is a new approach initiated by the Ministry of Health Malaysia to improve outreach and reintegration of people with mental health problems. So if someone want the emotional support 24 hours every day for people who are lonely in this phase, in this despair or having suicidal thought, especially during MCO. So we have Befriender, Befriender Suicide Helplines. It is free and confidential. So sometimes people like, oh, you are not in my shoes, you don't know how I feel. So if you want someone that know your problem, that can relate it to your problem, someone will feel you, someone that experience your problem, we have Miasa. A little information about Miasa. Miasa is a mental illness awareness and support association. It is a NGO founded by patient for patient. So actually, there are a lot of NGO that I didn't mention, but if you want to know more, you can just Google it. And a little fun fact here that the recent statistic from WHO revealed that every year about 1 million people die of suicide. So now it's all about you matter. Depression is a treatable, suicide is a preventable. So it's time to tell everyone who is dealing with a mental health issue that they are not alone. And that's getting support and treatment didn't a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. So actually, you don't have to fight this alone. Reach out for help and give yourself the gift of recovery. So that's all for my point.
Thank you, everyone. I think we done to evaluate the points. Okay, from the evaluation the points, I think we choose the right points, the best point, the best opinion about the solving the mental health thing for our issue. The family and uh, the social support is the best way. We done the right, we write the right choice about this point. Okay, that's all for our meetings. Thank you for spend time with us. Okay, see you next time. Thank you.